we are ready now. I just need to check if the live chat is working. You guys just give me some messages in the live chat so I could make sure that it works. Yes, I will also send a message there to make sure that I'm allowed to to use that. Yes, all good, says no more excuses. Yes, and let me check the state of the live stream. Let me wait till YouTube Analytics starts working, showing me how many members we have, showing me the engagement and all other stuff, and showing me the state of the live stream. Let me also double check if the announcement was sent in my free Telegram channel, Twitter, and in Facebook group. Yes, I see it on Telegram. Yes, so yes, we are ready now. Yeah. So, traders, hello everyone. Nice to see you. And as you know, yesterday it was US banking holiday and no trading. Yesterday I was preparing for a new trading season. I was preparing for autumn trading season, and I thought that it would be a great idea to start the first trading day of autumn doing a live stream for you. So on today's live stream, we will discuss a lot of different setups. Preparing for today's live stream, I found some pullback trading setup to explain to you. I found some example of a liquidity grab trading setup that I will share. We will also discuss how to trade break of structures on gold. Since the beginning of August, break of structure works phenomenally well in gold trading, and I thought that on today's live stream we can discuss the best strategy to trade break of structure. I will share with you a step-by-step trading plan for trading break of structure, and of course we will discuss a lot of other very useful and important things. As always during the live stream, do not forget that we have a live chat. In the live chat, feel free to ask your questions. Do not forget to join the discussion. If something is not clear in my analysis, feel free to ask, and also ask let me know what trading instruments do you want me to analyze for you. I will be happy to do that. One more thing to add is that during the live streams, we may have connection issues. We may have some lags, and as I always repeat, the best and the most convenient way to fix the problems with the live stream is to notify me about that, because unfortunately YouTube shows me the news regarding the connection and the stability of the live stream with some delay. So you are the viewers and you are the first persons who can see the problems with the stream. So please don't be shy, notify me, and I will fix all the issues as soon as possible. And if you're here the first time, what we are doing here, we analyze a lot of different charts and I teach how I trade. The main goal of my live streams is not only to share with you accurate forecasts and signals, but also explain how exactly I look for the signals, how exactly I look for the entries, how exactly my trading strategy works. And I always prepare some real market examples, real trades that I personally trade. So we are trying to combine learning and earning experience. So I'm showing you the highly probable accurate trading setups and a complete step-by-step explanation of identification and treating these setups. And another important element of our live streams is, of course, our live chat, where you can ask questions. And many of the members like and appreciate our live streams because of the opportunity to ask questions. And of course, sometimes I am covering different complex things, even though I'm trying to make the things simple. Sometimes I need to be very specific, and newbies who just started trading ask to clarify, and I'm always happy to clarify everything that I explain. And regarding the strategies and techniques that I use, my method is called top-down analysis trading. It is the method that is based on an application of multiple time frames for analysis and trading, and the strategy itself combines basic classic technical analysis principles like elements like support, resistance, key levels, trend lines, but also it contains chart patterns, some elements of SMC, and during the live streams I'm showing how I combine all that and how I use all these different principles in one single trading strategy. So let me open the price chart. Yes, and again, those who regularly watch the live streams, sorry about that, but I need to repeat that each and every live stream. In the middle of the screen, you will find the watermark with a trading instrument and the time frame that I analyze, because during the live stream we are going to jump from different trading instruments, different time frames, and if you get lost in the middle of the screen, you will find the trading instrument and the time frame that I analyze. Show me your presence in the live chat, say hello, and just let me know that you are here and that you are ready for another live stream. Hello, Judah, thank you for joining. Hello, Mohammed. Okay, Nathan here. Hello, AUDUSD, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Hello, David. Hello, James. Hello, web design and development. Nice that you are combining web designing and trading. That's great. Nice to see Cram. Nice to see Fanizi, Ian, Louis, Blessing, James, Franco. Nice to see you. Yes. So Mohammed says, I have watched most of your support and resistance videos and also break of structure. That's great. I'm happy that you watched that. Nice to see Dix. Yeah, great name, bro. We will get calls in the live. Yes. I prepared some setups with entry, stop loss, and target. But the main rule of the live streams is to provide not the quantity but the quality. So I'm not going to share dozens of setups. I'm always preparing a couple of setups, but I prepare a very detailed step-by-step explanation so that you could use all the knowledge by yourself trading any instrument in your watch list. Yes, so that's my goal. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. Said, nice to see you. Lizu, nice to see you. Copy traders, Luis. Yeah, you can copy. Of course, you can copy. Nice to see Ahmed. So many members today, by the way. How many we got at the moment? We have 65 already. Yes, and I guess that other members should come as well. So preparing for today's session, thinking about what to start today's live stream with, I think we will start with pullback trading after a break of structure. So the first pair that we will study today will be on USDCAD pair. Yes. This one got invalidated already. So let's focus not on USDCAD. Let's take dollar-CAD. Let's take dollar-CAD and study that. Damn. So the market volatility today is so strong from early morning. So the market started to act even before London session opened. So that is why preparing for the today's session, the market volatility and the market started to act a bit earlier than I expected. Yeah, and watching 10 minutes before the live stream started, I started to go through the setups, and turned out that volatility was and remains strong. So yeah, that is a bit annoying, but yeah. So let's start with the dollar CAD pair. Those who follow me on TradingView know that yesterday I shared a very bullish signal for dollar CAD pair, and let me explain the reasoning and logic behind this trade, and let me share with you the step-by-step analysis for dollar CAD pair. So with top-down analysis trading strategy, the first and the main time frame that you should always start your analysis with is a daily time frame. Daily time frame is the core. It is a core time frame for swing trading, day trading, scalping. It is the time frame that you should use for the market trend analysis, for the analysis of important key levels and liquidity zones. And first thing that we do analyzing a dollar CAD pair in a daily time frame, we analyze the market trend. Here we have a very bullish structure. We have a very strong and steady bullish trend. You can see that over time, the market keeps updating the higher highs. Yes, we have a sequence of 3 higher highs, and we have already 2 higher lows. So we have a very bullish structure, and in this bullish structure, I always repeat that a very important structure, a very important zone that you can easily identify is bullish order block zone, the significant demand zone that is based on the last higher low in a bullish structure. In a bullish trend, in uptrend, the level of the last higher low is also always a very important demand zone. And drawing that, you can take the level of the last higher low by itself. It will be the lower boundary of your demand zone, and its upper boundary will be just the low of the body of that candle. So that is our significant demand zone. That is the zone in uptrend where we assume that buying orders accumulate, where we expect a concentration of buying orders, where we expect a strong buying activity, and where a buying interest accumulates. And why that zone is so significant? Because in uptrend, that was the zone from where a previous bullish wave initiated. That was the zone from where this bullish rally started, and that was the zone from where this bullish move initiated and where we got a confirmed break of structure. Here was our previous high, and it was violated. The market set a new higher high, higher close, and that just confirms that smart money were accumulating their buying orders here, and for that reason such a strong bullish movement followed. And every time when the price tests that zone, the order block zone in uptrend, that will be the zone from where we can look for buying as well. But before we buy, we always need to wait for confirmation. We always need to wait for a signal to buy. And we'll look for a signal analyzing intraday timeframes. Intraday timeframes, 4-hour and 1-hour timeframes, will be the timeframes for entries, will be the timeframes for our confirmations. So after we spot a test of our demand zone, after we see a test of that, our next step will be to wait for confirmation. The next time frame that we are going to analyze is a 4-hour time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, damn, that is already that is already going up from that zone. On the 4-hour time frame, the confirmation that I spotted and the confirmation that I spotted was shared yesterday on my free Telegram channel and on TradingView. It was a local bullish accumulation. You can see that over here, what we got a very peculiar bullish price action. You can see that once we tested our demand zone, the market started to set higher lows. You can see that we got a set of higher lows right here, and we started to respect that intraday resistance. You can see that the momentum became very weak, and we spent some time accumulating within this contracting range. We can also see that we formed a nice ascending triangle right here. Yes, and you can see that yesterday with the New York session opening, the resistance of that range was violated. Why it was a significant event? It was a significant event because selling orders were accumulating within that orange zone. You can see that with each test of that, we got bearish reactions to that zone. It means that we got a strong selling interest within that area. Its breakout signifies that buying pressure finally became stronger than the supply that was accumulating within that area. We got a clear buying imbalance, and because of that buying imbalance, that supply zone was violated. Immediately after that breakout, I indicated that the broken structure right here turns into a very important intraday support, into the zone from where we should look for buying. And here's what I shared on TradingView yesterday. Here's my TradingView page, and before, yes, here was the exact setup that I posted yesterday. I posted the update immediately after violation of that intraday resistance. After a 4-hour candle close above that, I shared that that is our confirmation to buy. That is our signal that dollar CAD will finally go up. And honestly, when I was checking the charts this morning, preparing for a live stream, I thought that on today's session we will discuss buying the market from that broken structure. I was planning to discuss the plan to buy from here, expecting a bullish movement to our closest strong resistance. To that resistance, my plan was to do that on the live stream today, but you can see that the market became volatile a bit earlier than I expected. So that honestly was one of the setups that I wanted to discuss on today's live stream. And yes, unfortunately, you can see that once London session opened today, the price already bounced. That is very sad that we just needed to start our live stream just 15 minutes earlier to manage to discuss that move before it happened. But yes, unfortunately it already moved up. Yes, I see some questions regarding Bitcoin and gold. Of course, traders, we are going to discuss gold and Bitcoin today. And Ikram says, what is the best work in every market, price action or SMC or other? SMC is price action. You should remember that. SMC is price action with different naming. Yeah, price action is the core of everything. And if you think that treating SMC, you are not treating price action, you get it wrong. So always start learning with price action, and SMC can provide just extra layer of understanding the moves that price action explains. Yes, that is my rationale here. And Mohammed says, what is the best time frame for entry for a scalper? I think 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes are the best time frames for scalping. Probably 30 minutes, but 30 minutes will be already day trading, I think. Another one that I wanted to analyze on today's, yeah, and dollar index is already bouncing. Let's check dollar index, and let me explain why dollar index is growing now, and let me explain with how top-down analysis, multiple time frame analysis could help you to easily predict a bull run that is happening on a dollar index. Now, the thing is that analyzing a price action on a daily time frame, the first thing that we should note is that our market structure is that strongly bullish. You can see that since the beginning of July, we started to trade in uptrend. That is our current trend. And in this trend, in this uptrend, the market retraced. We got a retracement, and we completed our retracement right here. And then look what happened with the market. Then we started to consolidate. The market started to consolidate and trade in sideways. And that is our current range, a parallel channel, a horizontal parallel channel where dollar index is stuck. Once we see a consolidation within a horizontal parallel channel, we can expect bullish movements from the support of the channel and bearish movements from the resistance of the channel. That is our current range. And once we spot a consolidation, we can anticipate that this consolidation will continue. This consolidation will continue till some important high impact news, like for example, Fed rate decision that is going to be 17th of September. So till we see high impact news, the market is going to continue consolidating. With the absence of high impact news, usually the markets continue trading in sideways. So that is our range. We got a test of the support of the range yesterday. That was a very important event. That was a test of a very important structure. And once we see a test of a support of a consolidation range on a daily time frame, the only thing that is missing is a strong confirmation. So after you see a test, start analyzing intraday time frames, start analyzing 4-hour and 1-hour time frames, and look for a signal there. And look what happened on the 4-hour time frame. This morning, we got a very important event on a 4-hour time frame. And again, price action analysis is the core. With price action analysis, you can spot that once we tested a resistance of the range, the market started to trade in an intraday bearish trend. That is our bearish price action. Then, in this bearish price action, you can execute a structure mapping, and you can see that here was the test of our support. We tested our support, and here was our last lower high. Here was our last lower high in a bearish trend. And then you can see that the market got an attempt to drop lower. From that lower high, another bearish movement started. But instead of testing a current low, instead of violating that and going lower, what we see right here, we see a formation of a higher low. Instead, we got a higher low right here. And as we discussed already in the example of a dollar CAD pair, in a bullish trend, the level of the last higher low is very important. But in a bearish trend, our main point of interest is always the last lower high. it will compose the order block zone, bearish order block zone. That was our very significant intraday supply zone. Intraday supply zone from where bearish wave should have followed. But instead, you can see that it was violated. It was violated with the bullish imbalance. It was violated with the high momentum bullish candle. Why that event was important? Because this bullish movement, this bullish candle alone was enough to confirm a violation of this intraday bearish trend. This intraday bearish trend was violated. We set a higher high right here, and with this recent price action, we established a brand new bullish trend. We formed a bullish movement, we retraced, we set a higher low, and then we bounced and we set a new higher high. That was a confirmed change of character. That was a confirmed violation of the market trend. And taking into consideration that this trend violation occurred after a test of our significant daily demand zone, it was more than enough to confirm that now the index is going to grow, that the index is going to bounce. And you can see that with the London session opening, we see a strong growth now, and we can see that dollar index is rallying. So that is how easily you could predict this bullish movement way before it happened, simply analyzing an intraday price action. And Ikram asked, what is more important, SMC or price action? And many traders would call that this prediction is based purely on SMC, but that is not correct. This prediction is based on a price action analysis. And the price action movements that occurred right here are explained with SMC concepts. So it is still a pure price action, and the rationale behind this price movements is explained with SMC concepts. I hope that it is clear. Can you check a trend line on a dollar CAD on a 4-hour time frame, says Ikram. Again, traders, honestly, I was preparing to discuss this bullish movement before it happened. So when I was preparing for our live stream today, the price was right here, and I thought that on the live stream I will make a fresh prediction that dollar CAD will grow, that the price will go up. But you can see that, yeah, while I was starting the live stream and checking everything, the price already bounced. Yeah, and that is that is very very painful to see the setups that you prepared for the live stream to play out before you start discussing them. Man, that is so painful. Yeah, on a dollar CAD you set a trend line. Which trend line? This one I see, but I don't see any other. Do you mean this one? Or I think, Cram, that is, this trend line is the only trend line that I see. This one can be valid, but that's better to rely on this 4-hour structure than on a trend line. So I think that is that horizontal structure is more reliable. Yeah. So now hello Rohit, nice to see you. Thank you for joining the today's session. Yeah, so what let me double check wow, what a volatility today. You know, it's kind of strange that markets open today with such a piece, taking into consideration that in the economic calendar there are no high impact news events for the London session opening. You know, when I am when I am picking the time for live streams, I'm usually trying to do the live streams during the moments when there are new high impact news releases, just to make sure that the volatility won't increase much during the live stream. And I thought that London session opening today is the perfect time to do a live stream today, because the closest high impact news today will be after New York session opening, the S&P manufacturing PMI, manufacturing prices and all that stuff. But yeah, the markets are truly very crazy since the opening. Yeah, let's check. I saw a question regarding euro dollar. Let's check that, and let me provide my analysis. And let's start with the daily. On the daily time frame, I have recently shared on my trading view page this trend line. We have this falling trend line that the price respected for now, yes, and based on that trend line, we also have a nice confluence with that horizontal resistance. So what happened with the euro dollar yesterday, the market reached a very important zone of confluence between the confluence that is based on this historic horizontal resistance and this solid falling trend line. And today, from that zone, we see a retracement, and the question is where the market will go next, because the overall sentiment on the euro dollar pair is strongly bullish, because the pair from a long-term perspective is trading in an uptrend. I think it is still reasonable to look for buying. It is still reasonable to look for trend following trades. And in this global bullish trend, our task is try to predict from where the next bullish wave will follow. And one of the best and reliable ways to predict the next bullish movement is to try to analyze historic structures and try to find significant demand zones on a daily time frame. And the first demand zone that I wanted to show you is right here. That is going to be the first structure that I see. I cannot say that it is the most significant structure. It is rather a minor daily demand zone, but I think that it can be important, and I think euro dollar may bounce from that. So we will need to keep that on the price chart, and we will need to keep an eye on that. Another demand zone that we have is right here. This one is truly significant. This one is a major demand zone, I think. So these are two important structures on the euro dollar to watch for buying. Watching how strong is the bearish momentum now, and watching how the price formed this bearish imbalance candle after a test of our supply zone, I think there will be a high chance that we will keep falling to that structure. I think that sellers will manage to reach that, watching how strong is the momentum now. And that first support will be on focus. From that support, I will look for a pullback trade. So let's wait for its test. For now, let's let the price continue falling, and let's expect a bearish continuation to that structure. And again, by the way, price action and candlestick analysis provided a lot of bearish confirmations since yesterday. As I said, the first confirmation was the formation of this bearish engulfing candle. Yes, this bearish engulfing candle completely engulfed the range of a previous bullish candle with its body. And then at night, the price formed an inverted cup and handle formation. Yes, you can see that we had this inverted cup and handle. The price violated its neckline. We broke and closed below that during the late Asian session. We retested that, and yeah, we see a bearish continuation now. So again, unfortunately, the market became volatile too early today, not letting me analyze all that before this bearish movements occurred. But yeah, Rocket says I shorted your dollar last night around 1.1703. That was a good point, man. Yes, I guess you spotted, you shorted the market exactly on the retest of that broken structure. So if so, that I completely agree with your analysis. CBS says, nice docs. Hopefully that Vasily's analysis will be a great help to pass your prop firm. Yes, Dix. I hope that you will manage to pass it, but as I said multiple times, passing prop firm challenges is not simple because of all the limitations that the prop companies impose, and that is why I always say that it is way better to treat with your funds and to treat with your personal account than to treat with funded accounts. Again, it is just my opinion, but I think that your personal funds are way better than the funds that you get on credit. Let's take hello Rashid, thank you for joining. Delta says, tell me about price action. You know, Delta, price action is so a broad topic. It is so wide topic, so I can talk about price action for these, because there are so many things, so many elements, so many concepts in price action to discuss. But on my YouTube channel, I have hundreds of videos about price action. You can check that. Yeah, let's check Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin has recently reached a very important support. Let's see what is going on there now. Traders, let's see what is happening with Bitcoin on a daily time frame. We can see that after the price updated the all-time high very quickly, the market started to trade in a bearish trend, and so far we see a bearish structure. We see a bearish price action with the sequence of multiple lower highs and lower lows. We see that at least locally since the middle of August, the sentiment became very bearish. And in this bearish sentiment, what happened recently with the market? The market reached quite an important historic demand zone. I guess you can easily spot how significant that zone is and how nicely the market was respecting that zone in the recent past. And what is so peculiar about Bitcoin now is that the price is coiling on that. We see a consolidation on that and even an attempt of the price to go higher. So first, let me explain when I will expect the next bullish rally on Bitcoin. You can see that here's our current bearish price action. Yeah, again, traders trading SMC, trading simple price action. You will need to learn to perceive price movements as the set of impulse and retracement legs. So here's how I perceive the price action on Bitcoin now, and you will need to learn to map this price action. So if the trend is bearish, if we have a bearish structure, you will need to learn to map this bearish price action. And in this bearish price action, you will need to spot lower highs, yes, lower highs, especially the last one, and the lower lows. So it is kind of the core of any solid technical analysis trading strategy in my view. So that is our very bearish price action. And as I explained at the beginning of the live stream, the level of the last lower high in a bearish trend is very important. It will compose a bearish order block zone, a very significant supply zone where sellers will accumulate their selling orders, presumably. And what we need to confirm a violation of that bearish trend, what we need to confirm the initiation of a new bullish trend, we will need a violation of that structure. We will need a breakout of that. When we violate that, we can confirm that a bearish trend is violated. Such an event is also called a change of character or a market structure shift, depending on the sources that you use to learn structure mapping and SMC. You may have different namings for that, but the idea is that with the violation of that structure cluster, we confirm the violation of the trend. And then I think that the market will finally start recovering and we will see a bullish wave, I guess, to current high. Yes, that can easily happen. So that is our main critical resistance at the moment. Then if we concentrate our attention on the recent price action, if we concentrate our attention on how Bitcoin is acting now, let me just open a naked price chart and let's discuss it. So as I said, we got a test of that demand zone, and on that demand zone we started to trade within this range, right? That is a very nice local range where the market started to accumulate. And there's another opportunity to buy Bitcoin. So far, this orange resistance is a strong daily resistance cluster. Its breakout may open a path to that resistance. So if we break and close above that orange resistance on a daily, we can go long. After a pullback, we can buy, expecting a bullish movement to our bearish order block zone. So that can be our alternative plan for buying Bitcoin. We can consider a breakout of that daily resistance. You can see that we already see a breakout of that, and to confirm that, we will need a daily candle close above that. If we close above that, then we can follow this plan to buy Bitcoin. And tomorrow, if we have a confirmed breakout, I will certainly share an update on my free Telegram channel, and I will provide an update for that setup. So let's see. I think that the market has a high chance now to start recovering. So buying after a breakout of that orange resistance looks very reasonable, especially taking into consideration the fact that the price tested such a strong historical demand zone. Yeah. Now, gold traders, give me yes that if you want me to check gold for you. As I promised, we are going to discuss break of structure trading there. So give me yes and I will check that for you. And I see a question about Euro New Zealand. So let's now concentrate on Euro New Zealand up here. Again, from a daily time frame perspective, from a trend analysis perspective, certainly Euro New Zealand is strongly bullish here. You can see that since the beginning of June, we are trading in a strong uptrend, and the price also managed to update the high. We set a new higher close while leading our previous year's high. Then after that, the market started to retrace. The market started a correctional movement, and on Friday, we have tested our previous structure. It was our previous high that was a strong daily resistance, and that turned into a strong support after a breakout. You can see how perfectly the price respected that, and let's check what is happening with the pair on lower time frames. Now you can see that on a 4-hour time frame, after we updated our year's high, the market started to trade in a minor bearish trend. Yes, that is a bearish trend that the price established. And when we finally reached our daily support, the sentiment started to change. Yes, the sentiment started to change, and here we got our confirmed bullish reversal. Our level of the last lower high was violated. Our bearish order block zone was violated. We got a confirmed violation of this minor bearish trend, and you can see that now the market finally started to rally. Another thing that we can spot analyzing a price action on the 4-hour time frame, we can spot that the market was falling within this falling parallel channel. This falling parallel channel in the price action analysis is called a bullish flag. Bullish flag is a correctional movement in a bullish trend, and the breakout of the resistance of the flag is always a very strong event. A very strong event that signifies a highly probable bullish trend continuation. You can see that this night, the price successfully violated the resistance of the flag with a high momentum bullish candle. It clearly demonstrates a buying imbalance, a strong bullish sentiment, and for that reason, we can expect that Euro New Zealand will continue growing. I think that there's a very high chance that the price will go up, that the market will continue rising, and that our resistance based on the current high will be reached. So Euro New Zealand looks strongly bullish to me. I think, Burwan, that you should have a similar view on that. Let me know if you agree. Now let's check gold. Let's check gold and discuss. I guess you saw, traders, that we got a retracement from our current all-time high. Those who follow my free Telegram channel should know that I have already made a prediction that gold is going to test our current all-time high. And by the way, bullish rally that the market started recently was truly crazy. And why that bullish movement was so surprising is that there was no fundamental base behind this bullish movement. And I constantly check the news and the economic calendar, check this investing.com, Market Watch, Bloomberg News, and all that stuff. And usually when such a strong bullish rally happens, we have a strong fundamental base behind that. And usually each strong bullish rally on gold is very simple to justify with some high impact news. Like, for example, when there was this conflict between the Iran and Israel, we saw multiple bullish waves on gold, so we could easily understand the rationale behind strong bullish rallies. This time is different because from the fundamental perspective, the news front was very silent. So only the technicals were strongly bullish. And when you see such a strong bullish wave, when you see a strong bullish rally, one of the best trading strategies that you can apply for trading is break of structure trading. break of structure trading is based on the breaks of structures, right? it's like that. The idea is that when you see a bullish rally, you underline significant daily resistances, you underline significant daily historic resistances like this one, like this one, like this one, yes, like which one we have? We also have this one. So you underline all these resistances. And when we see a strong bullish rally, the market tends to break these resistances. And breakouts of the structures provide very accurate and reliable trading opportunities. And here's how you trade them. The idea is that after a break of structure, and you will, if you trade a breakout of a daily structure, you strictly need a daily candle close above that structure to confirm a breakout. Once you spot a confirmed break of structure, you wait for a retest of a broken structure. You can see that, for example, right here. Yes, after a confirmed break of that structure, we got a retest of that. So you wait for a retest of that structure, and then after its retest, you look for an intraday confirmation to buy. And you just look for some clear sign of strength of the buyers. You analyze a 4-hour and intraday time frames, and there you just look for some bullish pattern. It can be a bullish candlestick pattern, it can be a bullish price action pattern. You just need to confirm a strong bullish buying interest after a test of a recently broken structure. And after a retest of our broken structure right here, we got multiple strong bullish confirmations. The first strong bullish confirmation we got right here. With my students, we spotted this double bottom pattern and the confirmed neckline breakout of that. Then there was one more confirmation. After that, the market started to trade within this range. Yes, the market started to consolidate within this intraday horizontal range. And another bullish confirmation was a breakout of the resistance of that range. So you buy once you spot an intraday bullish confirmation, once you spot an intraday bullish signal. That is how easily you follow that strategy. You wait for a break of structure on a daily, you wait for a retest of a broken structure, and you wait for confirmation. Then the second break of structure that we got was right here. It was our high, this high of August. It was broken, daily candle closed above that. Then after a breakout, it presumably turned into a strong support. We got a retest of that, and after retest, you open intraday time frames and you look for a confirmation. What confirmation we got on an hourly time frame this time? We got a bullish violation of that intraday resistance. The market started to trade in a minor bearish trend. Yes, here was our bearish price action. That was our bearish order block zone, the resistance based on the level of the last lower high. Then bullish movement initiated. We got a confirmed change of character. We got a confirmed violation of that orange resistance. Then we retested that, and then strong bullish movement followed. That was another very nice buying opportunity. This one I shared on my free Telegram channel. I shared on TradingView. I shared that in my VIP signals group. Buying on a retest of this order block zone, you could easily catch this bullish rally. And why I am showing you all that? Because our uptrend is still here. and we are now testing the resistance based on our current all-time high. Though for now it holds, watching how strong is a bullish momentum. It feels like after a pullback, after some retracement, the market may go up. The market may go up to the new highs. First, let's try to predict what can be the zone, the level from where the next bullish movement may start. We analyze our historic price action, and here is our first important demand zone. That is a demand zone that is based on a recently broken supply zone, recently broken significant historic supply zone. Then we have one more structure right here. These are two closest significant daily demand zones that we should watch for a potential pullback. The signal that we will need to trade our break of structure of a current all-time high is, of course, a daily candle close above our resistance. Once we see a daily candle close above the resistance of our all-time high, then a break of structure is confirmed. And following a strategy, after that our broken structure will turn into a significant support from where we can look for buying, anticipating a bullish movement. Once we see a retest of a broken structure, we will start analyzing an intraday time frame like a 4-hour or an hourly time frame, and on these two time frames we will look for a signal. We will look for some bullish pattern, like for example a double bottom pattern. We will wait for a clear sign of strength of the buyers, for example a breakout of a neckline of a double bottom, or a breakout of a bearish intraday order block, and then we will buy, anticipating a bullish movement. Yes, our stop loss will just strictly lie below the intraday lows, and our target will be the next potentially strong resistance. That is how we treat the breaks of structure in a strong bullish trend. I always repeat that when we see such strong bullish rallies that we see now, trend following is the best strategy to stick to. Instead of trying to predict bearish movements, instead of trying to go against the trend, concentrate on trend following. Trend following will be much safer. Trend following will bring more money. So concentrate on trying to buy the market after a pullback than to treat these pullbacks. It will be very, 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 very risky. So let's, by the way, check what is happening with gold now from the intraday perspective. And let me know, traders, if you have any questions regarding my explanation of break of structure trading on gold. Let me know if all clear. Then Dick says, what do you think about passing prop firm challenges using signals groups? No, man, that is a bad idea. That is a very bad idea. You should learn to manage your funds by your own. Relying on someone else for passing challenges, that's bad, bro. That's bad. Especially, yeah, with, before you find a reliable signal provider that you can use for passing the challenges, you will fail so many challenges that you will just give up. Yeah, instead, trade by your own, learn by your own. Do not look for easy ways. I always see that the only person that you can rely on in trading is yourself. Yes. And you should build your plan, you should build your trading strategy and trying to pass the challenge. Even if you pass the challenge with some signal provider. What's next? Will you use your funded account then with this signal provider? But what if the signal provider stops providing the signals? Or what if the signal provider starts providing bad signals? Or what if the signal provider will have a drawdown and the segments of the losing trades? What will you do next? Yes, try by your own. You should learn. Yes, that is. Hamza says, hi Vasily, what is more powerful, order block or support and resistance? Man, you know, Hamza, order block is just a specific support or resistance. Yes, in a bullish trend, bullish order block is a support based on the last higher low, and in a bearish trend, bearish order block is the resistance based on the last lower high. So order block, bullish order block is a strong support, bearish order block is a strong resistance. It is still, yeah, support. Order block is just a specific support and resistance. Dick says, I bought 0.2 lot of gold at 33.76. Oh, that was good. Man, that was a good entry. That was a good entry. Hold or sell. You know, when you hold a nice winning trade, when you hold a nice winner and you are thinking whether to keep the trade, hold it, or close, I think that the best solution is to use a trailing stop, and in such a case you can also use the partial close. Obviously we are testing the all-time high now. It is a very significant resistance and a strong pullback may start from that. So once the all-time high is reached, you can use partial close, you can book some profits, and then you can trail your stop loss. The main thing that you will need to keep your stop loss below a very significant support. And let's try to guess where can be your stop loss now based on a current momentum on gold. We have a strong trend line right here that can be the next strong support, and from a price action analysis, I think that our bullish order intraday order block zone is right here. So I think that you can keep your stop loss now below that trend line and below that yellow 4-hour support. That is kind of our intraday demand zone, and you can keep your stop loss below that for now, expecting that the price will go up, updating the all-time high again. As I said, I strongly believe that it is just a pullback now, and quite soon another bullish wave will start, and we will certainly go higher, above, what is our current high? Above 3,508. Yeah, I guess gold has a nice potential to reach 3,550 level soon, so keep your stop loss safe, trail that based on the closest intraday demand zones, and try to increase your profits. Any books that you recommend, says Dix. Regarding the books, I can certainly recommend my books. I got two. I have SMC book, and by the way, I have very great reviews so far with my SMC book, and you can check that on Amazon. And I also have the book explaining my multiple time frame analysis trading strategy. You can find all that on my on Amazon or on my website vasilytrader.com. APMAX says, on previous analysis you can talk something on gold for our structure form now. Sorry, Epimac, I did not understand your question. So please, paraphrase because it is not clear to me. Question from Ashish regarding silver. Let's check silver. On silver, we got another bull run, and we reached some high right here, and now we see a retracement. I got asked by many members what is our next potentially strong resistance on silver, and I wanted to show you one significant trend line. There was one that I spotted. Let me just remember from where I was drawing that. Yeah, from here. This one. I really like that rising trend line, cheaters. The thing is that this one was already respected 3 times by the market, 3 times the price dropped strongly from that. So it feels to me that our next strong resistance on silver is somewhere here. It is based on 41 round number base level and that trend line. So that is our supply zone, I guess. And I think, traders, this one is going to be reached. It feels like after some minor pullback, silver will certainly go up, and that will be the next strong resistance from where the next strong correction is going to start. Then let's discuss where are our closest strong supports. For now, we have strong support right here. Yes, it is a recently broken structure based on our previous high. We have strong support right here. Yes. We have, by the way, a nice set of supports lying very close to each other. We have a strong demand zone over here as well. So we have so many clusters, so many support clusters from where we can look for trend following silver. And let me check if we have any important trend line as well. If I remember, I got one, but again, you know, we have this one. Yes. So these are that is my complete structure analysis for silver for now. Yes, and as I said, most likely we are going to reach that supply cluster. And once we start a correction, once we start a correctional movement, I recommend being focused on the supports and look for trend following buying from this supports. Then let's see what is happening from the intraday perspective. Now, by the way, bearish momentum looks strong, and it looks like what we got here. We got this minor trend line. By the way, those who are studying the market momentum, now here we have a very great example how you can spot the slowing bullish momentum with the candlestick analysis. You can see that we got high momentum bullish candles right here. The market was rallying, and then you can see how the shape of bullish candles changed and how weak bullish candles became. That was, you know, candlestick analysis clearly indicated a weakening bullish momentum right here. So from the technical perspective, there's no surprise that we have a formation of this bearish candle now. And it looks like we are going to form a bearish engulfing candle that is going to engulf the ranges of so many bullish candles right here. We have some intraday support cluster that silver is also breaking at the moment. So our next strong intraday support is right here. And traders, I think that silver may easily drop to that structure. We also have, by the way, 40 level, very round number base level. So get ready for a bearish continuation to 40 level. I guess with the high probability it is going to be reached soon. So the outlook looks very bearish. I hope that you agree with me, Ashish. And did anyone ask to analyze oil? Yeah, Cathal. Sorry, I didn't. I noticed your question. I just forgot to check that. So, by the way, in my last video about breaker blocks, I explained why oil is rising now. So you can check that. I shared a very detailed example with using breaker blocks to explain why crude oil is growing now. What we see at the moment is that oil is breaking this significant horizontal resistance. It is a very important historic structure that the price is breaking at the moment. You can see that we are already trading above that, and your next bullish confirmation will be a breakout of that. A daily candle close above that structure will confirm a violation. Once we close above that orange resistance, we will certainly go higher. Our next key level will be right here. That will be the next goal for the buyers. The broken structure will turn into a strong support from where you should look for trend following buying. That will be a very safe zone for buying crude oil. So let's wait. I will certainly keep you posted, and I also trade crude oil, and once we see a confirmed breakout, I will share the update on my free Telegram channel, and then when I spot a good entry confirmation, I will also share that with you. Yeah, so I already made a prediction that oil is going to go up. It is very undervalued now, so let's expect more growth. And yes, if you, as I said, if you want a complete rationale behind my bullish forecast for oil, just check my last video about breaker blocks. I explained why this one looks strongly bullish. Then I see questions regarding the indexes, US100 and US30. With US30 first. This one has recently updated the all-time high. We see some pullback now, and yeah, so I will look for buying from the following structures. We have multiple important supports to watch. Yes, we have a strong rising trend line. It is a strong vertical support, and we have two significant horizontal demand zones. Because the trend is strongly bullish, because we are trading in a strong uptrend, from these structures we will look for trend following buying. There's a high chance that at least one of the structures will be respected, and from one of the structures a bullish wave will start. We see a test of that trend line now, and we can look for a confirmation signal to buy the market from that. If we check how the price acts on intraday timeframes, for now, we don't have any confirmation at the moment. We see a formation of a high momentum bearish candle and the test of our trend line and of our horizontal demand zone. So today, I will watch how the price reacts to that trend line, and in case of a formation of a bullish confirmation of a bullish price action pattern, of a bullish candlestick pattern, of bullish change of character, I will buy, expecting growth. Again, I will keep you posted. I will watch that carefully, and once the reliable confirmation is identified, I will provide an update. With the NASDAQ index, I think it is a bit different. I guess there's, yeah, so price action on NASDAQ index does not look that bullish as it looks on US30. We have our trend line that is a bit below current prices, so the index may easily drop lower a bit to that trend line, and our closest horizontal demand zone is right here. It is also lower. So while US30 is already testing an important horizontal demand zone and a strong rising trend line, NASDAQ index is still a bit far from that. So I think that the index may drop a bit lower, and from the trend line will be the first resort for the buyers to buy. So after a test of that trend line, I will look for confirmation to buy from that, and then the second resort will be that horizontal support. By the way, I think we will need to take into consideration the price action here as well. And then right here we have this support. Yes, we have this horizontal support. It will be another strong demand area for potential buying. So again, prioritize trend following trading indexes. I always repeat that trend following trading is the best strategy to stick to trading major US indexes. And these are, for now, 3 important structures to watch. Dick says, I messaged you on Telegram. I couldn't find the books. You can type on Google, I think. You can type Vasily Trader Amazon. Yes, and you will find the book on Amazon. Yes, here it goes. And if you click on the author, you will see another book that I have. Hi Francis, we already analyzed Bitcoin. If you missed the analysis, please check the recording. I think it was analyzed 30 minutes ago, probably. Please please check the recording. How is Solana right now, says Dix. This one, I'm holding Solana for quite a while. I managed to buy it from the lows right here, and I certainly will continue holding. And it looks good. It looks good. Certainly, we got a new higher close right here. It is a very positive sign. It still confirms that the trend remains bullish, and the main obstacle for Solana now is this historic resistance cluster. That is a very strong supply zone that the price for now cannot violate. I think that we are going to see another attempt of the price to break that, and its bullish violation will certainly push the prices higher. So keep holding this one, keep holding. We have a strong trend line right here that can be a strong potential support for buying. We have another horizontal support right here. So some pullback may continue, and a bullish wave may start after a test of that trend line. Yeah, yeah. I could never. I can. I will never understand some British names. Yeah. Let's check EURYEN. EURYEN. What is up with EURYEN again? Strongly bullish trend. We are consolidating for now within this range. You can see that since the beginning of August, the market is stuck within that horizontal range. I think we have a bullish consolidation within that, and because the global trend is strongly bullish, I think that with the high probability bullish trend is going to continue. We have our next strong resistance right here, and the plan for now is to wait for a daily candle close above that resistance cluster. It will provide a strong bullish confirmation. And then I will look for buying after a retest of that broken structure, expecting a bullish movement to current year's high. That is the plan. We already see a breakout attempt of that resistance today, though for now we return back within that zone. I think during the New York session, bullish momentum may increase again. So let's see where today's daily candle closes, and if we close above 173.03, we can expect growth to that resistance. Now, meaning Solana meme coins can go bullish to right. Yes. As I said, the fact that Solana has recently updated the high, set a new higher close on the daily, confirms that the trend remains strongly bullish. Regarding pound yen, the situation is going to be very similar. And here, by the way, we got a very strong liquidity grab. With pound yen, from such a perspective, I think that we should concentrate on that range. That is our range where pound yen is now trading. And yeah, so the trend is bullish, and in a strong bullish trend, your confirmation to buy will be a breakout of a resistance of that range. The resistance of the range also matches with the current year's high in the pound yen. So when we break that daily resistance cluster, we will certainly go higher, and when they pull back, we will look for trend following buying. Yeah. So let me introduce if everything is clear so far. And yeah, as I said, the main concern with today's live stream is that strong moves occurred before I started the stream. That is sad. That is sad. All the list that I prepared for today is CRUDE because of that. But I hope that you still enjoyed today's session. And yeah, so I think I answered all the questions that we got in the live chat. And the changes, as I said, the majority of the moves that initiated and started today started before the live stream started, and I'm truly sorry about that. I still hope that you enjoyed this session. I hope that you still learned something new, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the live stream. So always, if you're interested in my premium stuff, I have a lot of free education on my website. Visit my website, vasilytrader.com. There, open free education page. You will find hundreds of articles on different topics, price action, SMC, gold trading. It's very useful. Also on my YouTube channel, you can check the playlists. In playlists, you can find a separate playlist for gold trading, playlist with smart money concepts, trading videos. So if you're interested in learning different concepts, either check the playlists on YouTube or check free education page on my website. If you're interested in my premium stuff, I have a VIP signals group. I do such kind of live streams on daily basis in my trading academy. I have 2 books, one teaching SMC and one teaching my multiple time frame analysis trading strategy. And I have a video course. You can find all the info on my website. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have a free Telegram channel where I share daily fresh signals, forecasts, and analysis. I have trading view page where I already have 90,000 subscribers. Crazy number. Yeah, and I hope that next year it will reach 100,000 finally. I have Facebook group, Instagram, and Twitter. You will find all the links in the description to this live stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your participation. See you soon. Yes, see you on my free Telegram channel, and thank